South Africa is famous around the world for its incredible wildlife. From majestic elephants and towering giraffes roaming the vast savannas, to the breathtaking beauty of its untouched natural landscapes, the country is a paradise for nature lovers and adventurers alike. But there's so much more to South Africa than just its wild animals and scenic vistas. Beyond the wildlife, South Africa is also celebrated for its world-class wine. The Cape winelands are home to rolling vineyards, award-winning wineries, and a vibrant wine culture that attracts visitors from all over the globe. Whether you're a seasoned wine enthusiast or just curious to explore, there's something here for everyone. But have you ever wondered how this remarkable wine tradition began? The story of South African wine is rich with history, shaped by centuries of innovation, resilience, and passion. From the first vines planted by early settlers to the thriving industry we see today, it's a journey worth discovering. In this video, I'll take you through the fascinating history of South African wine. We'll explore how the country's unique climate and diverse soils have helped create some of the world's most distinctive wines, and meet the people who have dedicated their lives to perfecting their craft. And of course, I'll show you some of the best wine-tasting farms you simply can't miss on your next visit. So, get ready to discover a side of South Africa that goes far beyond its wildlife. Let's dive into the world of South African wine together. The story of South African wine begins in the mid-17th century, a time when the world was rapidly expanding and new trade routes were being established. In 1655, the Cape of Good Hope was a remote outpost at the southern tip of Africa. But it was about to become the birthplace of a wine tradition that would endure for centuries. The first vineyards were planted in the fertile soils around Cape Town, chosen for their unique climate and proximity to the sea. These early vines were carefully tended, as settlers hoped to create a reliable source of wine for the Dutch East India Company's sailors and officials. The Dutch settlers, led by John van Riebeeck, were tasked with establishing a refreshment station for ships traveling between Europe and the East Indies. Van Riebeeck, recognizing the importance of wine for both health and morale, oversaw the planting of the first vines and the start of wine production in the Cape. By 1659, after years of experimentation and hard work, the first Cape wine was pressed and bottled. This marked the beginning of a new chapter in the region's history, as wine became an integral part of life at the Cape. The story of South African wine took a dramatic turn in 1688, when a group of French Huguenots arrived on the shores of the Cape. Fleeing religious persecution in France, these skilled winemakers brought with them generations of viticultural knowledge and a passion for the craft. Settling in the valley that would become known as Franschhoek, or French Corner, the Huguenots introduced new grape varieties and advanced winemaking techniques. Their influence transformed the Cape's fledgling wine industry, laying the foundation for the rich diversity of wines produced in South Africa today. The name Franschhoek is a tribute to these early pioneers whose legacy can still be seen in the region's architecture, culture, and most importantly, its wines. The valley remains a center of winemaking excellence, attracting visitors from around the world. By the 1700s, South African wines were making their way to European markets. The wines of the Cape, especially the sweet and luscious dessert wines, gained a reputation for quality, and were sought after by royalty and aristocrats across the continent. Among these, the Constantia estate stood out. Its dessert wines became legendary, celebrated for their unique flavors and exceptional quality. These wines were enjoyed at the tables of kings and emperors, and their fame spread far beyond the borders of South Africa. Even Napoleon Bonaparte, during his exile on the island of St. Helena, requested Constantia wine to be shipped to him. It is said that he found comfort in its taste, a reminder of the world beyond his island prison. Yet, the journey of South African wine was not without hardship. Over the centuries, the industry faced numerous challenges, from economic downturns to changing political landscapes. Vineyards fell into decline and winemakers struggled to keep their traditions alive. The phylloxera outbreak in the late 19th century devastated vineyards, destroying countless vines and forcing growers to replant with resistant rootstocks. In the 20th century, international sanctions during apartheid isolated South African wine from global markets, stifling innovation and growth. But with the arrival of democracy in 1994, a new era began. The end of apartheid opened the doors to the world, and South African winemakers embraced modern techniques, international collaboration, and a renewed sense of pride in their heritage. Today, South Africa stands as one of the world's top wine producers, celebrated for its vibrant wine culture, breathtaking landscapes, and a spirit of resilience that continues to shape its wines. The story of South African wine is one of perseverance, innovation, and a deep connection to the land, a story that continues to unfold with every new vintage. Number 1. Groot Constantia. This is the oldest wine farm in South Africa. Founded in 1685, it's close to Cape Town. You can enjoy amazing wines and beautiful views. Their dessert wine is world famous. Number 2. Spear Wine Farm, located in Stellenbosch. Spear offers wine, art, and great food. You can even visit the Bird of Prey Sanctuary. Try their Chenin Blanc and Pinotage. Number 3. De Laer Graaf Estate, also in Stellenbosch. De Laer Graaf is, pure luxury. There are beautiful views of the Hellschokte Mountains. Plus, there's art, fine dining, and top-quality wines. Number 4. Babylon Storen. It's located between Paarl and Franschhoek. This is a working farm with really stunning gardens. They have a spa, a hotel, and excellent wines. Honestly, it's super Instagram-worthy. Number 5. Boschendal. It's in Franschhoek. This is actually one of the oldest wine farms, started all the way back in 1685. You can have picnics, take farm tours, and of course taste some amazing wines. Oh, and you definitely gotta try their sparkling MCC wines. Number 6. Vergelegen Estate. You'll find it in Somerset West. It's really a full experience. There are historic buildings, these giant camphor trees, and honestly, some award-winning wines. From small beginnings over 350 years ago, the story of South African wine is one of passion, perseverance, and a deep connection to the land. Early settlers brought vines from Europe, planting the seeds for what would become a thriving industry. Over centuries, generations of winemakers have poured their hearts into perfecting their craft, blending tradition with innovation. Today, South African wine has become famous worldwide, celebrated for its unique character and exceptional quality. From crisp whites to bold reds, these wines have earned international awards and recognition, putting the Cape Winelands firmly on the global map. Each bottle tells a story of the region's rich heritage and the dedication of its people. The Cape Winelands offer not only beautiful views but also a sense of timelessness. Rolling vineyards stretch out beneath dramatic mountain backdrops, and historic estates invite you to step back in time. Here you'll find a blend of natural beauty, fascinating history, and of course, really delicious wine. When you visit South Africa, a trip to the winelands is a must. Whether you're a wine connoisseur or just curious, there's something here for everyone. Guided tours take you through the vineyards, sharing stories of the land and the people who make it special. Make sure to check out these iconic farms, each with its own unique charm and character. From family-run estates to grand historic properties, you'll discover a world of flavors and experiences waiting to be explored. It's not just about drinking wine, hey? It's about learning how it's made, meeting the passionate people behind every bottle, and enjoying the simple pleasures of life, like a picnic among the vines or a tasting class with friends. It's about the whole experience, sharing laughter, making memories, and soaking in the atmosphere as the sun sets over the vineyards. Every visit is a celebration of South African culture and hospitality. Or as we say here, awa. Come raise a glass and discover the magic of the Cape Winelands for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment your favorite wine farm. Big shout out to my AI homie ChatGPT for helping me put this video together. We move, brew, aw.